Hello, Sagittarius. Thanks for coming by today, Saggy. I'm here to do a general check-in message for you. We're in the post of that eclipse, but actually, of course, eclipses, whether they be solar, lunar, whatever, they last at least 6 months. So that energy is going to go on, despite the fact that we made it through the day of the eclipse. Hope you're doing well, Saggy. This eclipse season is touching on your fellow fire sign of Aries. In fact, right now we have 7 planets in Aries. So you might find all that Mars energy, well, quite energizing, but also it could be a little bit agitating. Fire with fire, right, Sag? We're going to do a general check-in, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, really any Sag placement in your chart that you resonate with strongly. If you're cross-watching for your friend, that's great. Do keep in mind, though, some of the energies could be vice versa. That can be interchangeable, and that can ebb and flow throughout this reading. I'm going to be using the Astro spread today, Sag. I will explain it as we go, but really it's just an overall look at about the next month for you. Okay. Let's take a look here with the wisdom of the oracle for Sagittarius. What do we have? Chop wood. Yeah, okay. So you might be feeling kind of impatient, Saggy, because right now you're having to do the hard work and wait and lay the groundwork. And, you know, chop wood is very much about the practical steps we take in life. So you're waiting. Oh, I see. A fork in the road. Well, that is interesting, Sagittarius. Maybe right now you're being asked to be put on pause because the decision you make coming up could be a very important one. Of course, a fork in the road, it doesn't mean either choice is the wrong one. It just means that there is something on your path now that you need to make a choice about. Interesting. All right. Let's get some astrology for you. This could be astrological energy in your chart and someone around you, or just overall. I didn't like that. Overall influencing the situation. What do we have for Saggy? Cancer fell out face up. Now, Cancer is all about immersing into the emotional experience of things. It's about following your intuition. Now, if you're at a fork in the road, it might require that you tap into your intuition somewhat. You could be dealing with a Cancer. We have the first house. Some of you might have a Cancerian rising. Our rising sign lives in the first house, but it's also the house of Aries, the arrival, the here and now. Okay. It's also about the new self. Our rising sign for me as an astrologer is the energies that we grow into and embrace more of as we age. We have the 5th house. Oh, beautiful. That's Leo's house. It's the house of passion, of creativity, of enjoyment and fun, but also imagination. This could have to do with something that you're planning to, like a project or something you want to work on, Saggy. And then we have Aries itself. Interesting. We have the house of Aries and Aries. So your imagination and creativity is at an all-time high with this Aries energy. It's definitely a time to take action on the things that are stirring your passions. And yet, we have you with fork in the road and chop wood. So there's a real combating energy. Leo had a similar message of your other fellow fire sign about wanting to engage the passion. I'm not surprised with all this Aries energy. It's amping up the fire signs. But the choice you make now is very important. All right, let's get into the spread, Sag. Aries is also, Mercury is also in Aries, which is retrograde. And I myself am having a very difficult time articulating through that transit. So bear with me, Sag, as I stumble over my words. Let's take a look at the sun here. The sun is basically where your overall focus is for the next month or so. It's also the influencing energy on everything else. Oh yes, we have the 8 of Wands. You want to go. You want to go, go, go. This is definitely Sagittarius energy. Lots of imagination and passion, and you want to engage this. Look at all these wands flying, and we have the House of Passion. So your creativity is on fire right now, Sag. And that's your focus, movement. You want to go with that Aries energy. Let's take a look at the moon. Of course, the moon is Cancer's ruling planet, but it's also about what we don't see, what could be hiding from us, what we could be hiding. It's you, Saggy, the Wheel of Fortune, destiny. That's the whole thing here. That fork in the road, you're at a very destined place. And whatever you choose to do now is going to dictate the way this wheel unrolls. Wow. It's also about divine timing, everybody's favorite words. You, Sag, are much better at handling that kind of thing, I find, than many people. The wheel brings with it Jupiter, your ruling planet, so good luck and good fortune. Let's take a look at Mercury. This can be about communications. The 10 of Wands. So this is getting heavy for you. There could be somebody that you want to communicate with, engaging all this passion, engaging all of this fire. It could be a person, it could be just engaging them in a project, putting all of that energy that you have inside of you, and I know it's a remarkable amount, Saggy, putting all of that into action. 10 of Wands is also the end of a cycle. So yeah, chop wood, you've been working hard at this and it's getting heavy, right? Let's take a look at Venus, which of course we know rules love, but it also rules money. Oh, Saggy, wow. We have the 6 of Cups. Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio energy, strong Cancer energy coming through here. The 6 of Cups is very sweet. This is somebody that you have a sense of pure love for. It's kind of unfettered by the usual things like doubts and cynicism. It's the childhood love, right? Now, this doesn't mean this is someone from your childhood, although it could be. But it's just somebody who you have that sweetness and purity for. I said unfettered by cynicism, and we get the Queen of Swords. What's happening, Sag? The Queen of Swords is very logical, is a clear thinker. So you could be examining a certain connection in your life. This Queen of Swords could be who represents that sense for you of purity and love. I don't mind the Queen of Swords here. We'll see. Let's take a look at Mars, Aries ruling planet. The culprit for all of this fire. Not that you don't have your own. Mars is about our actions. It's about our motivation, our ambition. Also about our sex drive. The 2 of Wands. You're looking at your future here. This is kind of setting your wish. You can see how she's manifesting through that crystal ball. So your creative vision is being funneled through that crystal ball and into the future. The choice you make now, Sag, dictates how this wheel unrolls. 2 of Wands is a card about choice. Okay. Apparently the Ace of Cups wanted to come out. More water energy. This is about a creative, emotional new beginning. You're starting fresh here. And I like that with that 6 of Cups too. All right, let's take a look at Jupiter. Jupiter is what's waiting to unfold in your life. We're going to look at this wheel, which is Sag and Jupiter energy, your ruling planet. Okay, it's about expansion and luck and let's see. What? Cancer's major arcana of the Chariot. Very strong Cancerian energy. Once again, you could have that in your chart. Could be dealing with a Cancer. We could also be looking towards Cancerian season, which is end of June. However, the Chariot is a card about victory, emotion, success, and travel. It's about taking control of your life and going in the direction you want it to go in. This could be somebody from your past as well. Okay, let's move this over here. Let's take a look at Saturn. That's what's restricting us. It's about lessons we still need to learn or things that are just kind of wrapping up and holding us back. Holding us back with the 7 of Wands. Could be a lot of conflict in this situation. There could be a lot of obstacles. Maybe this person or this situation has a lot of blocks around it that need to be cleared. But look at this. Look at all that rushing water of the Chariot and in the Seven of Wands. So I'm not sure with this Queen of Swords, Saggy, you could be holding back the force of this movement, but that's unlikely for you. It could be somebody else. It looks like the water here from the Chariot, right? It's trying to crash through that gate. And somebody is holding it back and holding it back. And your focus is on that dam breaking open from the Seven of Wands to Eight of Wands. Let's move. Interesting. Okay. On the bottom of the deck, I happen to see the Hierophant. Taurus is major. Okay, Saggy, on the 25th, I believe, of April, Jupiter and Uranus, the planet of change, fall into conjunction in the sign of Taurus. That brings about good luck and change and expansion to our love lives. You could be dealing with a Taurus. Okay, let's do some clarity here. I'm going to use the mythic. Let me see, why is the Eight of Wands in the Sun for Sagittarius? Why are you focused on this? You, Sag, Temperance. Temperance for me is so suitable for you because Sagittarius, you have one foot in the spiritual world and one foot in the physical world. And it's about the understanding of how divine timing works. Remember I said you're better at that than most. Definitely it's unfolding slowly and you're holding yourself back a bit here. And this is also saying patience, Saggy. Destiny is at work for you. There's some kind of karmic rebalancing happening in your life right now. Let me see, Temperance. Look at this. It's the Seven of Wands to the Eight of Wands. We're really going to explore what this blockage is when we get down to Saturn. But right, it's like, well, I got to perform some kind of careful alchemy to clear this block so that I can move, so that I can engage. Let's go to the moon. Your other major arcana of the Wheel of Fortune is here. Look at this. It's Aries, divine timing, the Fool. And the Fool is about that new beginning. It's about that Ace of Cups. And Saggy, it is about dropping that sword for sure. Because the Queen of Swords does not really take a leap of faith with a beginner's mind. Yeah, she's learned too many hard lessons for that. So we're going to check into that when we get to Venus. But this definitely goes hand in hand here with that Ace of Cups. This is where you want to go. Something's happening here. It's like you're biding your time. Let me see the Fool. The Five of Wands, passionate energy, Sag, that's you. And this is about wanting to play, wanting to have fun, wanting to let that creativity, that fifth house of passion, loose. With Aries backing it, there is a lot of fiery energy here. We're going to see what you're so passionate about, whatever this Ace of Cups is. Ace of Cups, Six of Cups. Lots of fire energy showing up. 5, 7, 8 of Wands. We're missing the 6, which is victory, success, and celebration. Okay. Whatever this is that's unrolling for you is very destined. Let me see the 10 of Wands, the 3 of Cups, and the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is a pretty playful and light energy. Now, maybe you've been getting let me get one more on the 3 of Cups before I take that thought too far. Let me see the 3 of Cups. But I feel like you just want to play. The 10 of Swords. Air energy. Is that why the Queen of Swords is there? Now, you could be receiving communication from somebody who's kind of in and out of your life. I mean, the Ten of Swords with the Three of Cups and Knight of Wands, I mean, that's basically the end of playing. It's the end of in and out. That could be what's causing you this sense of burden as well. Maybe you've encountered a lot of situations that kind of came and went out of your life, or this is somebody who drew you into some kind of affair situation. Okay. More wands with the Four of Wands. Interesting. There's so much passion in this situation. This could have something to do with your work, actually, Sag, as well. I mean, Four of Wands can certainly be a workplace. So maybe there's some kind of situation at your workplace that's causing you a sense of burden. Ten of Swords. Yeah, it very much could be. Now, when we get down here, we're going to see, because that could clarify in Saturn. It's like, yeah, something to do with work. Let me see the Queen of Swords. Let me see the Queen of Swords, please, for Saggy in Venus. Okay, interesting. Oh, wow. We have the Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Okay. And the Magician. Two queens. The Magician is Virgo, Gemini, and this is all about what you're manifesting in. I see that you're manifesting, you want some kind of stability in your life, and you're going about this in a very wise way. Now, I'm not sure, Sag, for you, this could involve actual children in your life too. Maybe you are a single mother with this Queen of Swords, often is, and you're focused on some kind of success and stability and new beginning for you and your family. Some kind of movement forward that you're manifesting. Now, I mean, the Four of Wands can be a home too. Okay. Let me see. Let's go to Mars, to this Two of Wands. What are you looking at? Whatever you're looking at involves this emotional new beginning. We have the Ten of Wands again. Okay. Ten of Wands over here. And strength. Strength is Leo's major. This is all about courage, but again, it's holding yourself back. Why are you holding yourself back? From what? It's getting weighty from this new beginning, from what lies ahead for you. Why? Why is Saggy holding back here? The Three of Pentacles. More earth energy. I still get something to do with your work, Sag. Are you getting a new job? Are you building towards some kind of dream here? Something that you have a lot of passion for. Okay, let me go to the Chariot. Why is the Chariot here? The Six of Swords. Moving forward. Lots of air energy here. The Six of Swords. Now, the Six of Swords is about moving yourself from a place of internal conflict. And maybe there's been a lot of arguments, internal, external, a lot of fights around you. And you just want to move on. You want to move towards something much better. Yeah, we have death and rebirth and the Three of Wands. Interesting. That Two of Wands becomes the Three. The Two of Wands is basically like making your wish, and the Three of Wands is when your wish comes in. Jupiter. It's waiting to unroll. But something in your life is transforming here. Something you got to let go of. Because we have Ten of Swords and Ten of Wands. That's a burden, and it's holding you back. Let me see the Seven of Wands. The Knight of Swords. And the Hierophant again, which we have down here. Okay. One more. Seven of Wands is showing up over here. Knight of Swords is about really fast communication, movement, action. Let me see. Oh, look what it is. It's the Five of Swords. That's super interesting. Now, again, Saggy, with this Hierophant, it could have something to do with your work and contracts and a lot of underhanded activities going around, fighting, arguments. This can also be within a family unit with that Hierophant. And you want to move forward from it. You just want to move towards what your future has for you. And Sag, that's so you. Getting caught up in some kind of verbal altercations or one-upmanship or who hurt who or who's going to get the better of who is so not your style. It's way more like you, Sagittarius, with Jupiter and your optimistic nature, to be like, whatever, I'm going to leave all this to you guys. I have something else in my future. We have the Ace of Cups and Two of Wands. That's what you're looking towards. This is a fight. Straight up. I mean, this is people doing whatever they got to say, do, to get what they want. And this is the Hierophant. So the Hierophant, once again, it can be a formal workplace. It can be like contractual stuff. It could be school. It could be a family. It could have even been within a marriage. And you're trying to manifest some kind of stability here for you and your family. Let's see the Queen of Swords, please. Wow, Sag, the Star. Lots of Aquarius energy here coming through with the Queen of Swords and the Star. But the Star is what I'm talking about. It's the new hope. It's the new vision. It's also about healing and spiritual guidance. I wonder what you're leaving behind here. I see that Queen of Swords again. Queen of Swords. You're making a wise choice here. This fork in the road, I see. So, if you stay in this Five of Swords, Knight of Swords energy, whether this had to do with a marriage or a family or your work, if you stay in that energy, that's the choice. See, with Six of Swords, look what's waiting to unfold for you. Three of Wands, you get what you want. You get your future. You get that fresh new beginning. Okay. Let me see. Where's the lights here? Are you? No. You. Let me get more on this Five of Swords, Knight of Swords. I mean, this is heavy words being spoken. Oh, wow. It's the Eight of Swords. This could be something that's keeping you locked in your own mind or in your own perspective. Like you can't see outside of, I don't like the Eight of Swords, Five of Swords. That could almost be like gaslighting energy. Somebody keeping you stuck in your mind here. Unable to see the actual truth. Look at her. You can see how her reflection is much different than what the reality is. What she thinks she's seeing isn't what she's seeing. And that's in Saturn. What's going on? The Nine of Wands. More fire energy. And then we see the King of Swords. Okay. More. Now this could be somebody that you deal with at work. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. This could be somebody that you had a marital contract with. King and Queen of Swords can be divorcees. And we could be dealing with issues to do with children for some of you. You just want to be free. Let me see the Fool. Wow. Sag, it's strength. And we have strength up here. Hold on to your vision of what's next for you. Whatever you do, don't get caught up in these lessons of Saturn because I feel like you've learned them. Well, they're almost there. We have the Nine of Wands. You've almost completed this path. 10 of Wands, 10 of Wands, remember? One more step. So don't take your eyes off of this future. It's there for you. And I think you know that. Let me see the Ten of Swords and Saturn. The Four of Swords, Saturn, Mercury, the Four of Swords. Okay, yeah, this is a time of integration, of rest, of understanding what the past had to teach you. It's silence. It's taking that moment of introspection after something difficult came to an end. For some of you, it could have involved other people, like affairs within a marriage. That's possible. Yeah, absolutely. But also the Four of Swords here with the Three of Cups. Ten of Swords, yeah, I mean, because it involves the Knight of Wands. Somebody could be married. Also, somebody else. Could have been a third-party situation that taught you this lesson. But either way, Saggy, if I look at what's unfolding for you, we get the rebirth, the death and rebirth. We get Six of Swords moving on from this horrible, whatever's happening down here, getting out of that. And then stepping into your wish with the Chariot and the Three of Wands. There could even be travel or relocation. Yeah, there could be the world. We see a couple of tens here, which mark the end of a cycle in your life. Fork in the road. What you choose now, Sag, is going to make a big difference. If you engage more in this situation, then it gets a lot more complicated in terms of movement. The wheel's waiting to unroll for you. It's in the moon. Six of Cups. Wow. Again, you could be dealing with kids. This could be about your family. This can be about, like I said, a return to the innocence, a return to the belief in love. This is amazing, Saggy. You're doing, as far as I can tell, you're doing whatever you can to step away from your history, to create this beautiful new vision for yourself. We have both of your power cards on hand to support that. Wow, Sag. Beautiful. Okay, let's get you some closing oracles. I'm going to go to this deck, which I never remember the name of. I apologize. Okay. First chakra, Archangel Michael. This is all about getting grounded and rooted, solidifying yourself, securing yourself. That's what you're doing. The chop wood, right? Look at this. Hostilities. Stay grounded, Saggy. What's happening in Saturn? What's going on down there? It's going to be different for each of you. Whether it's in a marriage, in a family, in a workplace. Whew. And the Angel of Balance. Oh my gosh. Look at Temperance. And remember I said there's a rebalancing, a realignment happening? You just do what you got to do, Saggy. And as far as I can tell, the work you have to do all has to do with keeping your eyes trained on where you're headed, not where you're coming from. You know what, Sag? I'm going to get you one from the Sacred Rebels to close this off. I don't think you need any advice cards, but I love this deck. We're going to read it intuitively. Let's read it together. What do we have here for Sag? What? Be the hunter, not the hunted. Right? Six of Swords. What you're hunting down is happiness, passion, creativity, and new adventure. Watch out for that be the hunted. All right, Saggy, that's what I have for you guys. I hope it resonated, Sag. I sure hope it helped. You know, it looks to me like in Venus, you're doing what's best for you and your family. We have the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords on your side. Those are very, very strong energies. I love you, Saggy. Happy eclipse season. Namaste, my friend.